All right, you guys, welcome to the podcast. I just want to thank all you guys again for liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. I'm really enjoying it. So today I have a guest with me. It's my sister, Madeline. How you doing, Madeline?
I'm pretty good. Also, I did want to mention, in your previous podcast, you said that you were the favorite child, and I just want to make things clear that I'm the favorite child because Dad tells me all the time.
I think he just says that.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's just those self-esteem booster things that we hear about. All right, so I brought Madeline on because she plays an important role in what I'm going to be talking about today. So I'm going to tell you guys a story that has to deal with our family couch. I don't have like a really good title or catchy thing like that to the story, but it involves a couch, a cell phone, and almost a trip to a mental hospital, I feel like. So we'll start off, we'll kind of talk about the couch, right? So I feel like most families have like that family couch, something that is with them for a long time. We had this couch for many years. It was not a good couch by any stretch of the imagination.
Absolutely not.
It was just an ugly brown
corduroy
couch. Not very comfortable, not great. The middle part ended up breaking.
And we replaced it with a boogie board.
Yes, so...
Like my friends called it the boogie board couch.
Yeah, so if you wanted to sit on this couch, especially in the middle without sinking into the abyss, we had to lay this boogie board across. But even then, that eventually stopped working, and we upgraded it to plywood. It was like a long sheet of plywood that would go across the entire thing. So now
instead of having nice comfort of sitting, you're it's really stiff.
Yeah, a hard sudden stop, where a normal couch you would relax you into position, or you would kind of sink into it a little bit. No, this one is just hard stop. Here's a board. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Julie's idea too, because she was like, "Oh, this is what we had to do for our couch." So it was great ideas all around. So so that was the awful couch that we had, and there was a point in time though where I was living on that couch though. I would just kind of live in the living room. I would sleep there, mainly because I was up late night playing video games with my friends and stuff like that. So I could be really efficient by staying up and then just turning sideways and going to bed. I do argue though that I did it because I sleep on my side normally, and so I figured the couch would be the best way to do that. Even though I discovered that I'm pretty sure that ended up causing back pains for me because. I would just start waking up, and it would take me a little bit, more to get up. And I'm thinking I'm not even old yet, and I'm having problems getting up out of bed. And then one day, I'm sleeping in my bed on my back, and I wake up, and I'm like, oh, I feel great. Oh, maybe sleeping on that plywood board couch is not the way to go. Maybe that's not proper spine alignment and support at all. Maybe that's not the way to go about it. So another reason why I wanted to bring Madeline on was because I talked to Lauren and my dad and Julie, and there is part of this couch that had something where it involved you that I don't know if we ever really got the truth. I know we didn't get the truth when we first heard about this years ago, but our couch had these two long gashes in it, these two long cuts where something happened. And I believe the story you told us was you saw a Billy Mays commercial, the guy who sells OxyClean, and he was showing off, I guess, steak knives, some kind of sharp knife.
A knife sharpener.
Oh, a knife sharpener, which I'm sure we could search on YouTube and find this is not true at all, that Billy Mays never sold a knife sharpener.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And that you were testing the sharpness of our knives.
Oh, yeah, on the couch.
Yeah, by cutting them into the couch. And
what better way?
Yeah, like the top cushion part of the couch.
Yep.
Not even a part that would not be seen. Like the underside of maybe one of the mattresses, where no one would ever see it. But no, we're going to do it right on the top.
Where everyone can see it.
And Dad did discover it. I think the day after it happened.
Oh, yeah.
It was not like this. We went weeks or months of this being undiscovered. Dad noticed it right away. He goes, how'd this cut get in the couch? How'd these cuts, plural, get into the couch? And so what really happened with that?
Well, so our neighbor was going to hang out with me, and he had his friend over as well. And his friend was really cute at the time, And I was like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to impress these boys. So what I do is I go up into your room, look through your sword collection, and get one of those bad boys out. And I'm like, this will impress them. So I bring it downstairs. I'm like, look at this, guys. And they're like, oh, cool, a sword. And I'm like, yeah. So I like unsheath it, and like I'm looking at it. They're looking at it. They're like, well, is it real? And I'm like, oh yeah, watch this. And just stabs it in the couch, and like they're just looking at me. And then I do it again. And, you know, they don't know what to think. They're seeing, you know, some person just stab their couch with a sword and clearly unimpressed. And I'm just like, oh, well, put it back in the thing, put it back upstairs.
Yeah, they're probably going, oh, this lady's a psychopath. Because, like, how old were you when this happened?
Oh, gosh, probably middle school?
That kind of helps having that kind of context. Because I feel like if you were to go and meet an adult at their house, you know, like if you had like a Tinder date or whatever, and you go and meet some guy at his house, and he just starts stabbing his couch to impress you, I feel like that would be a red flag at the very least, if not a turnoff.
Well, no, the first turnoff is the sword collection. That's weeb stuff.
Well, I no longer have a sword collection anymore, so I've upgraded. But yeah, I can only imagine these guys thinking, "Oh, this lady's insane. Oh my god, why is she stabbing the perfectly good couch?"
Oh, I know. And so my explanation, of course, is Billy Mays, like as if that's any better than my original.
Yeah, it wasn't much better. I feel like the truth probably would have been the best thing to do, because then, like, we wouldn't have to deal with the fact that you made up some story.
Well, yeah, and I didn't even like. You guys believed that for years too.
Yes, 100%. Like I don't think Lauren or Julie even really knows what happened to the couch. I still think like it's still shrouded in myth and legend.
Oh no, it was me just trying to impress some boys.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that the couch has been through. All right, so safe to say, not the average family couch. All right, the kind of couch that stays in the family for years and years and years. Until like some grandkid finally doesn't want it, and they just put it on the side of the road or give it to Craigslist, which is maybe
that's where Dad found it.
Yeah, which is maybe how we got it. This couch had a very different fate. All right, one that involves me losing my phone, and then ended up costing the couch its life. Me trying to discover my phone. So this happened, and this was years after, because like if the cutting the couch happened in middle school, this happened much later. Like you were in either high school or high school or college.
College.
You're in college, yeah. So, I don't think I planned on it. I don't think I meant to sleep on the couch, but I remember coming home one night. I was probably staying up on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and I remember falling asleep looking at my phone, and I was charging it at the same time, and so I was on my side with like the front of my body facing the back of the couch, and I had the cord like wrapped over me. And, I'm all like huddled up here with the phone next to my face, getting all the cancer radiation from it. And I wake up and it's not there, but the phone cord is still wrapped around me. So that's clear proof that there was a phone there. At some point, I had a phone wrapped around me, and no one was at the house when I woke up. You had already gone to school. Mm-hmm. Dad had already left. So I start looking for my phone. Now, of course, I go, okay, well, it probably, I maybe rolled in my sleep, or it just kind of slid off my body, and it's down under the cushion. So I do what everyone does, take the cushions off. Well, no phone. That's a problem. So I lift up like the things on the back. Maybe it's like wedged in there. Not there either. All right. So I turn the couch over the other way. Still nothing. And now I'm like looking inside of the couch, because we're able to look inside of the couch.
Yeah, it had like those weird flaps so you can like it was like Velcroed.
Yes.
You can unvelcro it and like look inside.
Yeah, and so I'm looking there, but I don't have a flashlight of my own because it's on my phone. And of course, my phone is on silent for all of this. And I also look into the spot where we had to cut through it. So another thing that happened to our couch was we lost a hedgehog inside of it. Well, we didn't lose it inside of it. It like found its way there.
Yeah, it crawled up in there and it was not coming out.
Yeah, no, it did not want to come out for anything. This hedgehog it was Madeline's pet, loved me, didn't like anyone else. But yeah, so it ends up getting there, and we have to end up like cutting a hole in, was it the back or the bottom of the couch?
I think it was like near the bottom to the side or something, so that we could like scoot it out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it was the bottom. We had to turn the couch over on its front. Mm-hmm. And it had that awful like cloth part underneath that we had to cut a little hole so that we could reach our hand in there to either grab the hedgehog or to get him to come that way. And then
there was no grabbing that thing. Its spikes would like shoot at you.
Yeah, you puff up as soon as your hand came near you. So I'm using that to like look in there. And I'm trying to maneuver around in there to see the couch. But again, it's dark. I don't have a flashlight. I can't see anything. So I figure, okay, maybe it's not in the couch. And I look in the living room. I'm checking all the stuff like that. I'm not finding it in the living room. Now it's starting to like really annoy me. It's getting to the point where I'm not happy, to say the least. And so I start like tearing apart the house looking for this stupid phone because I need it later on today. Later on that day, I had a bunch of intros that I needed to do. Intros are where we sign up people for the karate school, and I need it for like using the calendar, using the calculator, using some stuff like that helps with it. And I didn't want to be there at the intro without my phone, being like, "Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I don't have my phone on me." I don't want them to think I'm some kind of moron who doesn't have a phone or can't keep track of it. So I start in each room. And the first thing I do is I go to each room and I take all of the stuff. Well, at first, like if there's like chairs, I look in the chairs. No phone. I look on the tables. No phone. And I just take all of that stuff and I put it in one corner. And like that one corner is like the ground zero corner. And then I go to each other corner and I look if there's a phone. Now, like, yeah, granted, I could have like stood in the middle of the room and just glanced. But no, I was being 100% certain. I would literally walk to each corner. And like thoroughly look down at the ground and make sure that I'm consciously looking at this spot. And then I would just kind of like go back and forth scanning every like inch of this floor. No phone. So nothing in the dining room, nothing in the kitchen, bathroom. I even went upstairs, checked the rooms upstairs, checked your room, Dad's room. None of that stuff. No phone. So then I would put everything back, and as I'm putting it back, I would look again. So now I'm like, where in God's name is my phone? So I start looking in stupid places. I think the first place I looked after that was in our cabinets where the pots and pans were. As if maybe at night I decided to bake something, and as I'm putting my baking utensils away, my phone would have been there. I'm literally pulling out pans, and I'm like turning them over, making sure the phone that I did not see in the pan somehow will fall out when I turn it over. Nothing. I'm looking in the cabinets where all like the cups are and stuff like that. Maybe I, got a drink, and instead of putting the cup in the dishwasher or the sink, I would put it back up with the other cups and maybe put the phone in there. I don't know. I'm looking in the cups. Is there a phone in this cup? Maybe I accidentally put the phone. I poured the phone into a cup. I don't know. But nothing there. I'm checking the fridge in the freezer. Maybe I went to I was really tired and I was going for like a glass of milk at night and I left my phone in the fridge. Like I could live with that. I really could. Like, okay, that was dumb and I was like really, really tired. That's kind of easy to, play off at least. But it's not in any of that stuff. And so like I'm doing the same thing. I'm going into the bathroom, looking in like the closets there and stuff, like looking in the bathtub. Just I swear to God, I searched every inch of the house and couldn't find it. And it's not, during this is when you come home.
Yeah, I remember you went back to the couch.
Yes, yeah, because it still makes the most amount of sense. Well, now that you're home, I have access to a phone because we don't have a landline.
That's right.
So now that you're here, I can communicate with the outside world and try to find where my phone is. So of course, first thing I do is call my phone. But it's on silent, and I know it's on silent because I tend to leave my phone on silent. It makes for a fun adventure when I do lose my phone. But I figure, okay, maybe it's on vibrate. Of course it's not. And like we're being as quiet as we possibly can. We ain't hearing nothing. We're also... Well, also, I think maybe I can see the light of the phone, because the phone lights up, the screen lights up. It was charged at some point, because I had that charger still around me. And we flipped the couch back over. I'm like, Madeline, call me. And I'm looking in there, and I'm not seeing anything light up. But to be fair, like, there's a lot of, like, nooks and crannies to a couch. Like, we discovered that with the hedgehog. Like, a couch is not, like, 4 legs, 3 cushions, done. There's a lot to a couch. There's a lot of, like...
There's, like, an entire frame and, like, corners.
And the legs kicked out.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. So the legs kicked out of that couch, so there's moving parts that we're dealing with, too. All right, we're dealing with, like, engineered machinery here. So it might have gotten, like, trapped in one of those things. So, well, now I call Dad, and I'm like, Dad, listen, I need my phone. I need it. You know, I don't know where it is. Did you see it? No, he didn't see it. Of course, I asked you if you saw it. You didn't see it. And I like, you know, I'm getting, like, upset. I probably shouldn't have been getting upset at this, but that was just the emotion I decided to choose at the time. I'm getting upset that I can't find my phone. And he's not helping whatsoever. All right, he's gaslighting me. It is. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the definition of gaslighting. You know, he's trying to make me believe something happened that didn't happen
by giving you good suggestions on where to look.
No. He was telling me that maybe I left it at the karate school.
How is that gaslighting?
Me knowing that it wasn't at the karate school. It was in my hand the night before.
Allegedly.
Right? Yeah, allegedly, exactly. All right. No, and listen, he starts talking, like, he's not talking down to me, but like he would, like, get all quiet. He'd be like, "Now, Ben, listen. I just want you to think that maybe there is a chance that you did leave the phone." He's talking to me like that, and I wasn't having it.
Because you were going crazy.
Yes, and now he's making me seem like I'm a crazy... He's talking to me as if I am a crazy person. Regardless of if I am going crazy at the time, I'm not normally a crazy person. So he's talking to me like I am. He gets all... You know, he's trying to be as non-confrontational and non-combative as possible, to the point where it was just pissing me off. You know... Ben, I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying this did happen, but let's just act like it did happen. Right? That's the kind of shit that you talk to a crazy person with. That's how you talk to a crazy person, so they don't end up losing their mind and attacking the staff. All right? That's how you talk to them. And so he calls up Janice to go to the karate school and check and find it. All right? And I'm just sitting there like you would think that part of me would be like, oh, God, I hope she finds it. No, I'm hoping for the opposite. I'm hoping she doesn't find it. Because that is just terrifying to me, the thought that that phone could be up at the karate school. Because that means that I spent the entire day staring into my palm. Picture that. Right? Picture seeing someone outside just staring into their palm, and their fingers are curled around an imaginary phone, and they're just staring. You would look at that person and go, oh, that person's crazy.
Right, yeah.
So that means when I was at the school checking my phone, I'm looking into my hand, my empty hand. If I was driving and looked at my phone, I'm looking at my empty hand. When I'm laying down for bed, I am looking at an empty hand. Not just that, I draped the power cord around me without plugging it into anything. So I just did that and plugged it into an imaginary phone in my hand. Right? That is terrifying, and I could not accept that reality, because that would mean that I am crazy. And that would mean that I do deserve to be locked up. At that point, I would be a danger to society if that was what really happened. So thank God, and luckily, Janice did not find the phone. I was relieved about that. But then, he makes it worse by enlisting Julie to help, and he has Julie go check her school. I was not at Julie's school at all. I didn't go there at all.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, of course, yeah. And again, like they're all talking to me. Do you think you forgot going to my school? Like, I would not forget going to your karate school. Are you sure you didn't go to Julie's school? Yes, I am sure I did not go to Julie's school. I wouldn't forget that. That's not the kind of thing you just... Oh, God, I totally forgot that I went into that karate school for some reason.
Early onset dementia.
Yeah, early Alzheimer's coming on. So like everyone is talking to me like this. And you were doing it too.
Well, I have no idea where it was. It clearly was not... like anywhere we could find it. It wasn't in the house.
Yeah, but so the alternative is to talk to me as if I'm crazy. If the phone was at Julie's school, I think that would have been the most horrifying thing of all, because either A, someone came and stole it. Someone came into the house,
and then
took it off my body, and took it to Julie's school. I don't know why they would do it, but that's one of the options, right? And like during this time, I'm going through every possible option. I go, okay, I don't think that happened. Option B is, I am crazy. I have some kind of like amnesia or psychosis where I'm hallucinating, and maybe I don't even have a phone. Maybe I never even had a phone. Maybe a phone never existed in my life. I've just been spending years staring into the palm of my hand. Or option C, I'm sleepwalking. Which, again, I don't think I'm a sleepwalker. I don't know that I would know if I'm a sleepwalker.
I haven't noticed anything.
Yeah, people would tell you. I feel like people tell you when you're a sleepwalker. But that either means that I walked all the way to Julie's school, which is quite a trek, or I got into my car and slept drove to Julie's school, opened up the door, locked it, unlocked it, all that stuff, and left my phone there, and drove back.
Well, like, that is actually, like, a thing. Like, people can sleepwalk and sleep drive and stuff like that. Like, that's a thing. That might have happened, Ben.
I don't think that could ever happen. I don't know how true that is that people do that. that would seem terrifying, that there are drivers out there not conscious as they are making... Because, like, it's not a straight drive. There's turns. There's stop signs.
Well, yeah, but it's a drive that you've driven, like, so many times. It's, like, just muscle memory. So, like, basically it's like going on autopilot. You know what I mean?
How do you autopilot a red light?
I don't know. I don't sleepwalk.
Well, and to be fair, I mean, if it is at, like, 3 or 4 in the morning, there's probably not much traffic.
Yeah, just drive right through them. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that might be it. Well, so those like the three, like, man. Then, like, option 4 is, like, maybe I'm in a coma. Maybe this isn't real. This is a glitch in the Matrix. I'm going to wake up in a hospital bed, and they're going to be like, Ben, you were in a bad accident.
From the sleep driving.
From the sleep driving. You've been in a coma for a week, and I'll look to my side, and on the nightstand will be my phone. And I'm like, oh, thank God, it's over. Well, there's no good way of testing that. You know, you can only, like, you know, pinch yourself so many times. Luckily, I wasn't there. I was not assuming that. So, I think I yelled at Dad.
Oh, yeah, you were really upset.
I yelled at him because I was tired of him talking to me like I was crazy. You know, I mean, I never like to yell at him or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure I was just, like, to the point where I was sick and tired of people talking to me as if I deserved to be, you know,
I think at one point you're starting to believe that you might have been crazy, and, like, that was really upsetting.
Yeah, like, oh my God, was I staring at my hand all day? Well, so after, you know, being gaslit all day, I go back to, like, the common denominator, which is this couch. All right, and again, the cord was wrapped around me. I can't get that out of my head. The cord is wrapped around me, and like, I'm looking at, like, the angle of the couch, and I go, okay, if it slid off, it would have gone here, and maybe, just maybe, if it slid at the right angle with the right amount of speed, I was probably wearing a shirt that was smooth, so it picks up speed and, like, gets wedged down in there. And we were moving the couch all day, so every time I'm moving the couch, it's probably moving and getting caught into even more crazy nooks and crannies. And at some point, I don't know what, like, the final catalyst, the catalyst for this was, but I finally convinced myself that it's inside the couch. Specifically, it's in the arm of the couch.
There would have been absolutely no possible way for it to be in there, though. Like, it was, like, the fabric was covering all of it. Like, there was no slits in the fabric near the arm of the couch.
No, but I was assuming that because I was flipping the couch over and on its sides,
it somehow
got into the arm of the couch. And I told myself that, well, there's no way to get into the arm of the couch without destroying the couch. And I don't think you helped this any, because you were like, oh, it's an old couch anyway. You know what? Just get rid of it and we can get Dad a new couch. I'm pretty sure
I didn't want that Salvation Army couch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you weren't helping that at all. You were feeding into that. And I convinced myself. I fully believed that it was there. And so I now had the plan. And I called up Dad, and I didn't ask him for permission. I kind of told him what the plan was. I go, Dad, listen. My phone is inside the arm of the couch. All right? We flipped it a bunch of times, and it's up there. Like, we know there's a way that somehow, through physics and science, the phone got into the arm of the couch. And there's no way of getting the phone out without me busting the arm of the couch out. And I'm like, listen, I'll buy you a new couch. And, you know, I had to be at the school in like a couple of hours anyway. So he agrees.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I don't think it was so much an agreement as it was an appeasement.
Oh, yeah.
He's appeasing the craziness in me, letting it subside. So you helped me drag the couch outside. Mm-hmm. So we get it out of the house, and I have all the tools I need. I have a sledgehammer and an axe. That's all you need to completely dismantle a couch. So I got it out in the front yard, and the plan is I'm going to take the sledgehammer. So not only did I convince myself that it was in the arm of the couch, I'm convinced that it's in the left arm of the couch.
Well, that's because that was the closest to where you were.
I think I heard something rattling when I was flipping it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there was a rattle, and so I assumed the rattle was my phone. That's what it was. So I'm worried now that, okay, I have to be careful. I have to bust open the couch without, like, sledgehammering my phone. Because, like, imagine that. Like that would be the worst. Like, you know, the first hit, I break open the couch, and I also, you know, smashed my screen to 1,000 pieces.
But at least then, that would mean that you didn't sleepwalk, and that you also weren't going crazy.
Yes. So, I take that sledgehammer, I go to the couch, and I just, like, use faith. I go, okay, I am pretty sure the phone's not here. So I put it up against the arm of that couch, haul back in, just thwack. And I think 2 more thwacks and the whole arm of the couch comes off. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, this is perfect. So I start rummaging through the arm of the couch, you know, like taking like springs off and chunks of wood out and stuff like that. No phone.
Who would have thought?
No phone. I do think something came out that did cause the rattling. I don't remember what it was. It might have been like just like a broken piece of wood rattling around.
It had to have been.
Yeah. So now I'm like, oh shit. Good thing there's 2 arms. So I go to the other arm of the couch, and I'm like, all right, maybe the phone's not here. I find a spot. I'm like using my hands. Like, maybe I'll feel the phone. I'll be able to, like this round, hard couch, I'll be able to feel the imprint of my phone and avoid it with the sledgehammer. So I find whatever spot that is, and thwack, you know, third thwack, and it's gone. You know, the whole side of the couch or arm of the couch comes off. And, you know, I'm breaking it apart, tearing into it, removing fabric and springs and all that garbage that's inside of it. No phone.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, well, this is now a problem. Because, you know, thwack number 1 was the point of no return. And I'm 6 thwacks in. I'm so far past the point of return now. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's not here. And I convinced myself, listen, I was going to break that end of the couch, and then I was going to carry it back inside. We'd be able to still use it for a couple days after until we bought a new couch, and everything was going to be fine, and I would have my phone. But it's not there. So now it's like, what do I do? Yeah, I do what I think any rational person would do. I now have to break the entire couch and find this stupid phone.
It's in there.
Yeah, so I convinced myself after that, I do a couple like breathing exercises to convince. All right, it's in the middle part. It wouldn't have gotten up into the arm of the couch. There's no way. It's somewhere by where I slept. So I ended up putting the couch down, and I think I'm going to go from I'm going to work my way from the bottom up. I'm going to break like the bottom of the couch open. That way I can like look up in there and all that kind of stuff. And I just go to town on this couch. Sledgehammer, axe, tearing it apart, thwack, 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 just busting it up, man. Big chunks of springs coming out, big chunks of wood coming out. I even tear open the cushions. So somehow it got into this cushion that's completely sealed by like a zipper that I wouldn't have unzipped. Maybe the phone zipped itself in there. Who knows? So I end up breaking this whole couch. And I'm getting like all the pieces apart and all that kind of stuff. And now it's like, okay, now I can like thoroughly search this couch. Also praying like with each hit I don't smash my phone, of course. So I get all of the stuff. I'm getting it all, and no phone.
Yeah, and I'm watching this entire thing, and you are literally looking crazy, smashing this couch, rummaging through it, so convinced that your phone is in there when there's absolutely no possible way.
Because the alternative is horrifying. The alternative, I can't accept the alternative. I can't accept that I'm crazy. I will violently oppose it with an axe and hammer. So I'm rummaging around. And there's no phone.
Who would have thought?
And I think that might have broke me for a second. I've had major defeats in my life. I've had I've had some serious defeats.
We have a good story for that.
That'll be for another day. But I've had some low moments. I don't know if there was a lower moment than me looking on the rubble of that couch and not having my phone. Because now I'm starting to believe maybe I am crazy. I just broke a couch on nothing but a hunch that my phone was there, and it's not there. So maybe I left it at the school and was staring at the palm of my hand all day. So... the couch is a mess. It's they're broken chunks of wood.
It's hardly a couch. Yeah, it's not even a couch anymore.
Not even a couch, yeah. There's just this pile of ingredients that you would use to make a couch. And so I go to burn it.
Oh, of course.
So I'm putting it all in the fire pit. I put some gasoline on there. And I'll tell you, couches go up fast. Whatever material that couch was made of, it burns quite well, quite fast. So that sucker lit up. And this way, I didn't have to take 3 trips to the garbage cans and jammed it in there with all that stuff. And so I finally burn all of the couch.
Yeah, and there's parts where the couch would come out of the
yes.
the fire pit, so you're taking a bottle of water and just trying to sprinkle.
Yeah, I think the cushions and stuff. The cushions would come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, I tried to burn it all in one time versus a couple small fires. I'm just I'll just get in one go. Well, I don't remember if you said something to me, or maybe it was just an inner dialogue in me that said something. But when the fire's over at this point, and again, I don't know if it was you or if it was me, but a horrific thought enters into my consciousness. More horrific than if I'm crazy. It's now the thought of, holy shit, did I burn my phone?
No, I definitely did not say that. That's all you.
I think was my phone in the fire? So now I'm digging through the ashes, making sure oh my god, maybe I missed it. What if I missed it? What if it was in a little small nook or cranny that I didn't see? Maybe it was there the entire time, and maybe I didn't hit it with a sledgehammer, and now I burnt my phone. So I'm looking through the wreckage, and I'm looking through the burned, charred remains. There's only springs that are left. The springs wouldn't burn. So I'm just like looking through the springs, looking through the ashes. I'm using like sticks to like dig through it and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? I would have been happy finding it. I would have been really happy finding the phone there. Because again, it would have confirmed to me that I'm not crazy.
It's true.
But I don't find it. There's no phone. No phone was ever in that couch.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm defeated. I'm physically tired because I just smashed a couch open with a heavy hammer and axe. I'm mentally defeated because I now have to go up to the school where like the staff and instructors there think I'm crazy because Dad told them to look for my phone. And I don't have it, and I got to be around Dad who, is going to confirm that I am crazy. So, I go up there and, I even look at the karate school. Like, maybe I did leave it.
Start destroying the karate school.
tear open the office. Start smashing the desks there. It's got to be in here. Start going to other people's houses, looking in their couches. Listen, I was on your couch a week ago. I'm pretty sure I had my phone then. No, like my friends who I told my story, they joke about me. They joke around with me all the time about that. Ben, listen. Did you leave your phone on my couch? Every time I leave, like, Ben, listen, just check to make sure you still have your phone. We don't want you to come in and break our couch. So I go up there. I do some really great intros. I end up signing up people, getting some new students, all that kind of stuff. That was good. That kind of helped my mental state. But I'm telling you, in the back of my mind that entire day, Madeline, I'm thinking, holy shit, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am crazy. I'm thinking, like, maybe Mom was crazy and it passed on to me. I
have those same thoughts.
I'm thinking, like, oh my God, maybe it's real. Maybe I caught the craziness. Maybe I don't know what's real and what's not. Maybe I'm, going through life staring at my hand, thinking there's a phone. So, the next step now is replacing the phone. Which that's
acceptance.
Yeah, exactly. Acceptance. And then like just trying to forget it. And getting a new phone is not terribly hard. I had insurance, and all I had to do was go to our provider, AT&T, and fill out the insurance form. I told them I lost the phone. I didn't tell them that I potentially smashed it with a hammer and burnt it. And they sent me one the next day, and it was an upgraded one. Like I think I don't know the exact numbers, but let's say the one I had was like the Note 5. This was like the Note 7 or 6. Mm. So I finally get my new phone. And I think I have my new phone for about maybe 2 or 3 days. And again, still in the back of my mind, like there's a small kernel of like, what the fuck happened to that phone? It did not, like to the point where like, can phones grow legs and get up and walk away? Can that happen? Like, could I have had like a bit of amnesia? Like, I didn't drink during any of this. It's not like I got blackout drunk and just lost my phone somewhere. None of that happened. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't get roofied. I wasn't spending time with anyone, so no one slipped a roofie in my drink and stole my phone. So I get this new phone. I'm putting all the new contacts in, all that kind of stuff. I'm finally I guess coming to some form of exception that maybe I have a point in my life that is just not there. Just like my memory can never recall it. Maybe something traumatic happened.
You repressed it.
Yeah, to protect myself, it repressed it. Maybe something so terrible happened that I had to repress it, and I don't have the phone. But then, the ultimate of, I guess, plot twists happen. And we find the phone.
We do.
We do find the phone. And where did we find the phone, Madeline?
So I remember I was at the Anderson karate school, and I had my backpack, and I went to go get something out of my backpack, and lo and behold, the phone was in there. But I did not steal it.
Yeah, you know what? During all of this, do you know what people were telling me? Like people like Danny and Janice, they were like, Madeline probably took your phone.
But I didn't. That's
and
the thing.
I'm like, listen, like Madeline probably would have stopped as I was destroying the couch. She would have told me I would
have stopped when you started getting really upset that you were crazy.
Yeah, I think like Madeline would not commit to the joke for so long.
And like we do have that joke where we take each other's phones for an obnoxious amount of time.
Yeah.
But not like that.
But I don't think it would get to the point where we start destroying property. I feel like we would both step in and realize
it was my plan to get a new couch.
This is the roundabout way. Use Ben's crazed state to destroy the couch that no one likes and get Dad to buy a new one.
Yeah, no. Well, so what happened, like, I keep my backpack on, like, next to the couch because that's where I do my homework.
Yep.
Because it's a couch, not a bed. And so, yeah, I just keep my backpack, like, right up next to the couch. And it must have, while you were sleeping, it must have slipped inside my backpack and I didn't ever notice.
Or she did take it.
Which I did not.
Which, like, we still don't know for sure if she did take it. And this was, like, the ultimate prank, for years that involves the destruction of property and stuff like that.
Did we end up even getting a new couch?
We did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. There's a new couch at Dad's house right now. But, not much of an upgrade. It is better, but not by much.
A Goodwill couch, not a Salvation Army couch.
Exactly. And I do think I laughed it off when I found out. No, I think I did? I think I acted mad towards you.
Yeah, you were not happy.
Yes, but I did it on purpose. I was like, you know what, I'm going to mess with Madeline. And I'm going to act, like, really, really mad. I can't remember if I called you up or something. But, I think I either called you up or, like, the next time I saw you, I was like, you had my phone, you took it, I knew you took it. And I'm just like confronting you like that, that kind of stuff. You're like, no, I swear I did. It was in my backpack. I didn't know. Like, how had it gotten into your backpack?
Yeah, well, of course, like that. I had no idea how it got there, and I didn't take it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But
maybe you slept, walked, or whatever, and threw it in there.
Yeah.
Maybe this was your plan to get rid of the couch.
No. Maybe I slept walk, put the phone in the backpack, took it to Julie's school, drove home, took the backpack off, set it down on the couch, forgot to plug it back in, wrapped the phone cord around me so I could use it as a blanket, and go to sleep, and then wake up forgetting about the backpack and it not being there when I woke up because you took it. I feel like that might have been what happened. That's it. That's the true story. That's what we're going with. I slept, drove to Julie's school with the phone in your backpack for some reason because who uses pockets? Oh, but yeah, so that is the Odyssey of the couch. A story of, miscommunication, mistrust.
Oh yeah, and like my friends know about this story too. Like I've told them.
it is a good story. My friends know about it too, and like again, even today they still give me grief about it. Or they're like, "Oh, hey Ben, let's go pick up some couches to burn. See if we can find some cell phones in them." So we still have a lot of fun with that. So like if I ever get ads, like the promo code will be like couch burning 101 for 20% off of whatever stupid product I'm selling. But yeah, so that is the couch story, the burning of the couch, the losing of the minds, the questioning of one's sanity. I'll tell you what though, man, like this shows like how like I never really knew what gaslighting was before this. But like it was one of those terms like I would see on Facebook,
right?
And I would hear people talk about it. I go, what is this? Like in my mind, it's like people are lighting stuff on fire with gasoline. That's not a big deal, as long as it's not like physically people. So I would hear people. I'd be like, "You're always gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me." I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? But then like learning the definition and going back and go, oh my God, that's what happened to me. They were making me think I was crazy. They were talking to me as if I was crazy. That drove me nuts. That made me more crazy. That's like telling an upset person to calm down.
Oh boy.
They never calm down.
That's the last thing we want to hear.
Yeah. People who need to calm down are never wanting to hear calm down. They're always upset, and calm down just makes them more upset. You might as well just say, get more upset, sir. Get more mad. Be mad, bro. Because that's what happens. But Yeah, so we'll wrap it up here with that. I appreciate you coming on, Madeline, and going through the timeline with that, getting the facts straight of that story. I'll have you on again. There's a bunch of other funny stories that we can tell that you were definitely a part of. And for those of you guys who are listening, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, please like, subscribe, share it, tell your friends about it, put it out there on Facebook, on the social media. All that stuff really helps me. I appreciate all you guys. Bye.
Smash that like button.
Perfect.